Hello there. Today I'm going to be talking about a very interesting and confusing topic, additive and multiplicative damage. To put it simply, additive bonuses such as serration add the damage to your weapon as direct damage, so the number you see in your arsenal is the damage you're dealing. However, multiplicative damage is a bonus that additively stacks with a condition overload type of mod such as galvanized aptitude, and stacks multiplicatively with other sources of additive damage bonuses such as serration or the arcane primary merciless. Condition overload bonuses, or GUNCO, are mostly within the galvanized mod set. There are a couple of other ways that work in the same way, such as the arcane secondary shiver and certain incarnate evolutions for a handful of weapons. That being said, you will most likely be using the galvanized mods. With the way these mods work, they make weapons at scale based off of multiplicative damage extremely powerful and a worthwhile investment. But how can you tell which weapons are multiplicative? Currently, GUNCO is a bug within the game that makes certain weapons calculate their damage differently. There is no official in-game explanation for this. However, there is a wiki page and spreadsheet that covers this mechanic and has a list of all the weapons that have been tested. Be mindful, however, that not all weapons work with this mechanic, such as most hit-scan weapons and weapons with radial explosive damage. Modding for a weapon that has multiplicative stacking is easy once you understand what's important to that weapon. A basic understanding would be using an additive damage arcane or mod, and then a GUNCO mod. The reason you want only one of those additive mods, or arcanes, is something called diminishing returns. Diminishing returns are something that makes it so you don't want to stack more than one additive damage bonus onto one weapon. The more of it you add, the less effective the mod is overall. For example, you should not put on serration, heavy caliber, primary deadhead, and galvanized aptitude on the same weapon. Due to already having a significant boost in damage from the highest additive mod, your damage will not scale properly and will only give you a small amount of extra damage compared to other mod slots that can be used for elemental mods that can boost your damage even further. For example, you would calculate a weapon with multiplicative damage using this formula. You would put base damage first, times the additive mod, times the galvanized aptitude stack, plus the damage per status effect, and that should equal your final damage number. And this is only an example. Galvanized aptitude gets stronger depending on the number of status effects that are on an enemy, further increasing the damage of your weapon. Add on top of that other damage bonuses such as roar, eclipse, or viral, and your weapon will be dealing a ton of damage you didn't even think was possible. All in all, I think this is a very interesting mechanic, and I hope I explained it so it's easy to understand. This is just a bare bones explanation on how this mechanic works. I suggest taking a look at other videos and even the wiki to understand it even more. I hope this helps someone easily understand additive and multiplicative damage.